NoNameWayWard, also known as Anthony. I'm going to be playing a game called Bastion. It's made by Supergiant Games. Now, let's get started. I'm going to be playing normal mode.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion.
Okay, so since this is the beginning of the game, I'm not going to be talking very much. Sorry about that.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
This game is also made by Warner Brothers Productions, by the way.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella. Forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though. Kid just rages for a while.
Yeah, sorry that I'm not talking very much.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
This isn't a very good part of the game for me to be doing very much commentary, so yeah. Apologies.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
Yeah, I'm going to be trying to complete this game as well as I
School of
possibly
squirts
can.
tunnels up around them.
But it's
Must
not
have
going to
fled
be
here from
100%. And also, sorry for talking over the actual stuff. He was just talking about those little guys, squirts, popping up.
Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her. It's a wonder the old saloon's still standing. Used to have the nicest view.
Sorry for backtracking. I'm just trying to find out a way to get over there, if I can. It doesn't seem like it, so waste of effort, it seems. Whatever. Time to go into the saloon. 100 presents to use health potion to heal. Of course.
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield.
Oh, okay. Seems like I'm not supposed to break it yet. Oops. breaking everything before I have to pick up shield.
Ronde always wanted his ashes scattered here.
Yep. Poor old Randy.
But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas, fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call.
If you couldn't tell, I played this game before. Wonderful.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Them windbags are playing for keeps.
I'm supposed to be good at this game. Yeah.
Kid
I'm gonna
sees the
die
way
quick.
to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
Sorry, narrator, but I said I'm going to be dying quite a few times in this. And that was a fake cough. Yay me.
He gets a
I'm
good look at things on his way
Best.
down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Dun, dun, dun. Good.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back.
Oh, come on, I missed. Die. I said die. Didn't you hear me the first time? Wonderful voice. Best voice ever.
The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest men in the land. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true.
Good job.
He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
And squirt cider, fermented squirt extract with a nose of stale bread and ocean water, very nutritious. Dread rum. It's only active when at full health, but it adds plus 10% critical hit chance. The one before squirt cider added plus 10 max health. Dread rum is a pungent concoction that calms senses and steadies nerves, favored by the breakers and other fighting forces. And finally, for fetching Fizz, it absorbs stray fragments. It started as a whatever that is prank, but evolved to become popular with miners and scrap workers. It has a metallic aftertaste, so I'm going with Squirt Sky. That.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
I like music in this game. Did it.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
Did it. Thought I missed this. Huh.
That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them, though.
Yeah, 'cause I'm a rough and tough kid from Solandia. Don't need no what a person. Just kidding, I do.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
It's only one of two.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Ow, ow, ow. Stop it, I'm just a kid. Ow. You didn't see anything? Come on, man.
Kid puts him out of his misery.
Finally. Jeez. Oh, I leveled up. Level up.
Robs a scumbag of his last meal.
Yeah. I'm done doing it. Done doing it. Wow, whatever. Jeez, I'm used to this floor being entirely nothing. It seems like it's still a bit intact, though. Good job, me. The Mumblings of Anthony. Episode 1. That's what this should be called. It's not going to be, though. Sorry for dashing your hopes and
He
dreams.
finds the core to the Wharf District.
Taking it.
He steals
taking it
the
and running
city's
it.
heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running.
Run, everything's falling apart! Just run! Don't want to fall off.
At last, the skyway is in sight.
Get out of my way.
Whisks him where he needs to go.
Whoosh.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive?
Well, no, it's the Bastion. It's the Bastion.
Sure enough, he finds another.
He
finds me.
Yeah.
We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there. Then watch. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, alright. Except no one else showed up.
Yeah. He's sad. So what happened to my camera? Jesus.
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
But first, I gotta upgrade.
Kid ponders what to build.
Distillery, arsenal, arsenal.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
I'm staying rolling.
Ain't much Kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand.
Okay, so this is
Kid
it.
don't know what's out there waiting for him.
This is it for this episode of the Bastion. Bastion, whatever. Yeah, so I'll see you people, all you wonderful people, in the next episode. This has been NoNameWayWard, aka Anthony, and I'm seeing you.
Yeah.